Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back. Today, we are on the day number 19 of this ITSM batch. So, we discuss about incident, we discuss about problem, we discuss about change, discuss about knowledge, discuss about CMDB or CSGM part as well. Now, which thing is we are going to be discuss is the release management. The sad part is that this module we can't see on the ServiceNow perspective. Okay. The reason being earlier, when I say earlier means before Washington DC release, the product, the plugin was available in the PDI, but now it is not available in the PDI to be installed. ServiceNow introduced a new product instead of release management that is called the DPR, Digital Product Release. Okay. Which is even though not a part of our training, because that is little different and it is not part of ITSM specific because that is going in the digital part specifically. But we will try to have a look on this particular part. So here we can just discuss the theoretical concepts of release management because I can't show you in the PDI due to unavailability of the plugins. Okay. So release management says, let me come here on this particular part. The release management says that how it's work or what is the meaning of the release management here. Anybody idea? What is the meaning of the release management?
It's like clubbing together all complex changes to release in a package kind.
Only complex changes.
It might have simple or complex. I mean, it would have several changes altogether going in.
Yes. So change says the word change management, the term change management says that it is a process, governing process, so that minimal interruption should be happen in the production. This is what the change says. It is a governing process by which we assure that minimum interruption should be happen if anything new going or anything existing updating in the production system, or we're deleting something or decommissioning something from the production system. The release says that number one, it is part of change, and generally people use release and change interchangeably. No, it's not like that. Okay. In the release, we build, we test, and we deploy. तीन काम होते हैं. Build means clubbing all components together. Test means when these all components come together, let's test in one environment and then execute it for the production deployments. Okay. In a release, it can be one change, it can be number of changes. Like, sir, WhatsApp release the next version of the WhatsApp. And what you do, you go to the updates in your Google Play Store or the iPhone Play Store, Apple Play Store, and update it. That is a release. In this, and if you read that notes, it say in this particular part we're changing these things. Okay. So this is what is called the release management specifically. Now I don't want to spend more time here on the release management. The reason being because this is going to be decommissioned. This is going to be decommissioned. It's going to be sunset. Maybe in the next 2 releases it's going to be sunset, and it is not available for any customer now. नए customer के लिए available नहीं है अभी ये. ठीक है. So what we are going to be discuss in this particular part. When we do the release, 3 things are important: input, planning, and deployment. क्या टाइप है एंड क्या प्रोसेस है डिप्लॉयमेंट का. Planning, are we doing the right process? Is like First, it will be go for the test, build or execute, or build, test or execute, and then deploy. So here we discuss the right processes and then we define it. Okay, first build it, because I work as a release manager in my initial days of career, where we deploy approximately 1.5 year code in the production system. So we know that how we build it, we do the packaging together, all components packaging together. Then we put in an environment and ask our testing team, development team to test their changes. And once they verify, then we go for the deployment. Release actually has a 3 or 4 phases. Planning, we are just discussing this part because we need a little introduction, but I will take you on the DPR, which is a new product. And then we see a little demo on that particular part. We have a release planning, build, deployment and review. So release planning is interacting with the change, build interacting with the configuration item, deployment interacting with the problems, and review and close interacting with the incident. क्योंकि release होने के बाद there can be any problem. This is what it says. Okay. Now what I will do, I will take you on the DPR directly. At least this is the latest product or the latest concept which we should know. So DPR says in the release management, the biggest part is that to work on the release management, a user need a release role specifically. That is important here. So what I did, I activated a plugin that is called digital product release, DPR. I created a separate video as well for this one. When this has been launched, I created a separate video where I show the complete demo. This one, digital product release, DPR. Check. So when we install this DPR, because this DPR and the change work with the DevOps as well. That is a separate concept. We will discuss little later. A very small introduction we'll do. So when I install this part, I can go here and search for the digital product release. The point is that this particular module, this particular product only come with the workspace. इसका native में कुछ नहीं है. देखो, are you able to see something in the native? Release, कोई table कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पर. Table means the native form नहीं है इसका. But let me go and see the table. And search with the देखो ये है release artifact, release bundle, release phases. What is this? These particular concepts. A release go on a product. Now for the Google, there are a number of products, and one product is WhatsApp. This is what the product says, on which you are going to deploy that particular release. That is called the product in the case, or I can say something which is offered to the customers. It can be hardware, it can be software. Just iPhone is updating the phones. Every year they're releasing a new thing. It's a hardware, but WhatsApp is a software. So a release will be deployed only and only for a particular product. Number one part. Number two part, release phases. Release says it is a plan updates on a particular product. Means when we say, okay, WhatsApp is my product, I want to be update that particular product. The term I use is called the release. And what I'm doing, in this release, I'm updating the security checks. I'm adding the online payment via WhatsApp as well. This is covered in my release. Every release has a phase: build, test, execute, deploy. These are the phases of this thing. Now, iPhone release, Apple release iPhone every year. But do you think that they just announce the date and say, okay, guys, tomorrow it will be ready? It takes 7 to 8 months for them to be release a new iPhone model. But that model go for the multiple phases. पहले उसका डिजाइनिंग होगा, डिजाइन फेज, और रिक्वायरमेंट गैदरिंग फेज होगा, फिर उसका डिजाइनिंग फेज होगा, देन इट विल बी बिल्ड कोड फेज होगा, फिर बिल्ड फेज होगा, फिर टेस्ट फेज होगा, फिर डिप्लॉयमेंट होगा. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स कॉल्ड द फेजेस. ठीक, देन these are the main things. And release task. Every team who is working the release need to be work on the task level. And you can see that this particular table has been extended from the task only. Again, it is coming from the task only. None of the other table is coming from the task. Only release task is there. And then they introduce a release template. Every product may follow a different format to be deployment, to be execute. Like WhatsApp is one product of Google. They have a different template for the deployment. But for the Google, YouTube is one of the product. And making releases on that product has a different template, different format, different processes, different steps. जैसे change templates है ना, वैसे ही we have a release templates now. ठीक. So now we'll go in this particular part. So now to do this particular part, okay, role is required now. And search with the DPR. ये सारे roles यहाँ पर है. Product manager who can create a new product, manage the product, release admin, release coordinator, and release user. This role is minimum required to work on the release module workspace, minimum as a user. There's nothing called, there are few read and write role, but are on the feature level, but not on the release level. And if you want a user to be work on the workspace, then you have to give this workspace role as well. This is very new product, just released in this. This product has been released in this version only, Washington DC. No much awareness about the same in the market as of now. Okay. Now, if I go here in the workspace, I can say digital product release workspace. And this is what I will get here. So it says if you want to work on a release, then you have to be define the process. You have to be define the readiness target, and you have to do the connecting the tools. Define the process means how a release will get an approval. Like in the change we have approval. In the same manner in the release we have approval. What policies need to be worked on the release? Readiness. Testing 5% hai, 10% hai, all these things come in the policies. And we can create the release templates. So in this is the high level overview. Now let's come back to this particular part. Product, which I said. First, I have to create my own product. Agar product nahi hai already. Out of the box, ServiceNow give these products. I said, no, I want to create my new product. Okay, request product. My product name is LNG Pathshala. I'm the product owner. Yes, release description. Let's say this is my product. Now, in this particular part, it will get auto-created. But I will say, install this plugin in your this thing, PDI, and see where this record gets saved. This has been saved somewhere in the CSGM part. Product model, some services will be there. So now I have my product. On this product, I want to build a release, deploy the release, execute the release. Correct? So this is my overview. My product features. कौन कौन से फीचर्स मुझे लेके जाने अपने प्रोडक्ट पे? I can create a add feature. First feature, training. Version 1.0. अच्छा, अभी इसका वर्जन नहीं है. Why there is no version? Because it is not get deployed at least once. So what to do with this part? If there is no version, it says it will be added to the product backlog. Now you have to be remember that agile methodology is also coming here. Product backlog, then grooming, then story, then sprint, everything will be there. And priority is this, confirm. Okay, let me go back here just to show you some more thing. अरे हमने सेव नहीं किया क्या? ओहो, रुको, add feature again. Training and confirm. But मुझे दिख क्यों रहा है ये? अरे, why I'm not able to see it? अगर वो है, तो let me save and then see. ओहो, it must, ये देखो, ये आ गया, ठीक है? Training. Now let me add a new feature. Training and documentation. You see that I have these two features. And confirm. Now, if you want, you can update this feature as well. Okay, these are the details. Version अभी नहीं है. Honor, I'll say honor the system admin. ठीक है? This feature must be tagged with the epic. अब epic हमें दिख नहीं रहा है यहाँ पर, क्योंकि epic के लिए न्यू बटन नहीं है. So you can have create the epics already. Now for this epic you can use the ServiceNow Agile 2.0, where we can create the feature, product, epics, everything will be there, and I can create the links epic. Because in my system I don't have demo data on this particular part, so no epic is going to be shown here. But then we can link it. I am not going to be discuss the agile here, guys, so don't worry. But I am going to be see that okay, this is the way that we can do it. Now I go here, training. Let me say admin is the owner. ठीक है, you want to put description, version पे हम अभी आएंगे, version पे भी आएंगे. And see, new planned work in progress completed cancel. अभी नए phase में ही है ये. Okay, say. Come back here in my product. Release planning now. How to do the work on this particular release? ये देखो, ये मेरा backlog है. Remember the agile board? ये वो है. Request version. I'll get a new version here. Training 1.0. Version name 1.0 and submit. It will create. See, again a request has been created. It's get auto approved. It means in the background there is a flows working in the background. देखो, I said ये वाला feature जो है इस वाले version में जाएगा. Let me add one more. Doc 1.0. 1.0. and this. मतलब कि in the release planning, I am releasing training 1.0 and doc 1.0, and this is my two features has been added here. You can add more feature as well. You can go here and add a mode feature. That's fine. But Atul, what next now? What next? Now let's go to the extended tools. Extended tools will help me for the DevOps perspective. I already installed DevOps plugin in my PDI, you can see here, and I can bring the code changes, Jira required changes, Jenkins stuff from that particular part in this particular domain. The only thing is that I don't have any tool ready like Jira for my personal use or the GitHub or the Jenkins. I have nothing ready in my hand now, but we can build that particular repository. That is my coding tool. Pipelines I can define and artifact reposition the artifacts कि कहाँ से आ रहा है डेटा, क्या क्या डेटा आ रहा है, जीरा से कौन सी स्टोरीज या वर्क आइटम्स आएंगे, फीचर्स आएंगे, बग्स आएंगे, डिफेक्ट्स आएंगे, गिटहब से कौन कौन से फाइल चेंजेस होके आएंगे, बिकॉज दिस इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द अप्रूवल पर्सपेक्टिव. So this is something hard part I'm trying to be get, but I did not get this particular stuff. Now come to this second part, releases. I have a plan that every year I will release 2 versions of my LNG Pathshala. So I can create my new version. Release name LNG Pathshala. What will say LNG Pathshala videos version. ठीक है 1.0. प्रोडक्ट किस प्रोडक्ट पे जाएगा, इस प्रोडक्ट के लिए मैं बना रहा हूँ. कौन से वर्जन पे चलना है, मुझे ट्रेनिंग करना है, डॉक्टर मुझे ट्रेनिंग करना है. रिलीज अभी रिलीज टेम्पलेट. नाउ रिलीज टेम्पलेट विल गिव यू अ रेडीमेड स्टेप्स. अब लेट्स से सुमित कैन यू फिल दिस फॉर्म. तो नया लग रहा है. डू यू हैव एनी सैंपल फॉर दिस फॉर्म? कोई प्री फिल फॉर्म है क्या ऐसा जिसमें कोई डेटा मिल जाए? दिस इज व्हाट द टेम्पलेट सेज. आई सेड यूज दिस टेम्पलेट, डेमो रिलीज टेम्पलेट एंड टारगेट. यू वांट टू गो फॉर द मे और अगस्त. आई वांट टू गो फॉर अगस्त. अब ये कहां से वैल्यूज आ रही हैं? दीज आर कमिंग फ्रॉम द रिलीज टेम्पलेट. और रिलीज टेम्पलेट में क्या है यू विल सी नाउ. द ऑनर मस्ट हैव आइदर एडमिन. सी आ गया ना प्रॉब्लम. मीन्स this admin must have either release admin or the product manager role, because I'm working on the release now. I told you that on this admin, on this release, I need specific release management tool. So what I'll do, I'll go here and give the admin rights to my system admin. Not admin, I'm giving the release admin rights. वही चाहिए उसको. Please never ever give a role directly to a user. I'm just doing it for the sake, but you guys will never give a role to a user directly. Create a group and then. So I'm giving all the required roles to this admin of the DPRs. And now I'll just cancel this part once and create a new one now. Product this, version training, release this, and August. Confirm. Because this user has a role, so now it is able to create a release. कि भाई ये release मेरा अगस्त में जाएगा. And now you can see this thing. How these dates are coming. Sorry. Because we have defined the template, release template. In the release template, we defined everything. कि how many days it will take for the designing, requirement, build, test, and deployment. Abhi, it can release start on the 14th of December. Release end होगा 31st of January. और टारगेट क्या है रिलीज करने का मेरा 19th of January. मतलब कि एक्चुअल एग्जीक्यूशन जो प्लानिंग है, जो जो फ्रीजिंग है, वो सब स्टार्ट हो जाएगा दिसंबर में, बट एक्चुअल रिलीज होगा मेरा 19 को। मेरे को टारगेट है कि मुझे क्लोज करना है, बट मैक्सिमम इट विल गो फॉर द 31st एज ए बफर टाइम. And as of now, I have low risk on this particular part. I have 27 open tasks. There is only one feature I'm going to be deploy. हमें पता है वो तो ट्रेनिंग के डॉक जो हमने सेलेक्ट किया था वो है. Now we'll see little bit more in the deep dive. और ये अप्रूवल्स देखो, ये ऑटो जनरेटेड अप्रूवल्स हैं सारी. Will come now. Release execution. मतलब कि I love this part. In the release and change is my one of the good part, good areas of interest, learning के हिसाब से भी. ठीक है. So now it says that boss, this is my release execution. किस फेज में हूं मैं? भी प्लानिंग फेज में हूं. और प्लानिंग फेज देखो ये रहा, फिर डिप्लॉयमेंट फेज, फिर एक्सेप्टेंस फेज, और फिर पोस्ट रिलीज. स्टार्ट होगा, प्लानिंग फेज स्टार्ट होगा 14th ऑफ दिसंबर से और एंड होगा 18th ऑफ दिसंबर को. डेवलपमेंट विल स्टार्ट 19 से 7 तारीख तक. देन एक्सेप्टेंस विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 9-10th टू 19th एंड रिलीज होगा फाइनली खत्म 31st तक. अब इन द प्लानिंग आई हैव टू बी डू दिस थिंग्स. ये रिकॉर्ड बन गया मेरा DPR PHS, और ये पेंडिंग स्टेट में. क्यों पेंडिंग स्टेट में मेरा ये भी? सी दीज डेट्स वी डिड नॉट गिव बिकॉज वी आर यूजिंग द रिलीज टेम्पलेट, सो डेट्स आर कमिंग ऑटोमेटिकली. अभी हम देखेंगे जब वहां जाएंगे रिलीज पे, टेम्पलेट पे जाएंगे, देन विल सी. एंड इट्स अ टास्क. ये कह रहा है बॉस आपके पास 6 टास्क हैं, देखो. And you can see Kanban and you can see list. So I want to show the Kanban board. I personally don't like this. बहुत छोटा छोटा हो गया ये, मजा नहीं आ रहा इसमें. ठीक है. So now you can see these things. But there's no way that I can do. So what it say in the planning? I have a 6 task available. Open it. Here are task details. Stakeholder approval for to proceed. पहले तो stakeholder का approval लेके आओगे, आपको proceed करना है. अच्छा, और approval कहाँ से मिलेगी मेरी अब? या पॉलिसीज में कुछ नहीं है तो अप्रूवल कहां से मिलेगा मेरा? आई हैव टू बी गो ऑन डिटेल. जाना पड़ेगा, कहां जाना पड़ेगा बताइए? वी जस्ट सी, राइट? वी कैन सी, go to dashboard if you want to go in the dashboard, and you can this one. कह रहा पहले इसको अप्रूव करके लेके आओ. ओके, आई सेड इट्स अप्रूव्ड. ठीक, यस. अप्रूवर कौन कौन थे? बिकॉज नथिंग इज कमिंग, because we don't have any demo data available for this one, so you can put your flows and workflows here, and you can configure your approvals. Like in the change we have approvals. Now if I come back here and refresh, this has been approved. Now I go to the execution, go to task, 5 रह गए. Identify initial risk. ये टास्क है, अप्रूवल नहीं है. आइडेंटिफाई हो गया, हाँ हो गया. व्हाट टू डू नाउ? क्लोज इट. ओके, एंड सेव. 2 टास्क कंप्लीट हो गए. ठीक, और आई कैन डू दिस एज वेल. ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप बिकॉज इट कैन बन बोर्ड. ठीक, नाउ आई विल कंप्लीट every task here so that we can move to the next level. डिफाइन स्कोप एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव, बिकॉज प्लानिंग में तो यही सब चीजें होती है. सेव. ऑल टास्क हैज बीन कंप्लीटेड. ठीक, and release policies अभी यहाँ पे 0 है, ठीक है. Now I come to the, let me reload this page because it should move to the next level now. अरे अभी प्लानिंग में ही यार, ऐसा क्यों? Why state showing pending? अरे यार क्या हो गया? Why showing pending only? Task all completed. Policies are nothing. ठीक है. Might be some other validation I'm missing it out here because I'm still exploring this part. ठीक है. Then it will go to the development phase. मीन्स होगा क्या, पहले प्लानिंग में है तो इट शुड बी गो इन द कंप्लीटिंग फेज. ये पेंडिंग में, इट शुड बी गो इन द कंप्लीट फेज. इसको सेव करेंगे एक बार, शायद इस वजह से कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो. नहीं, इट शुड ऑटोमेटिकली मूव टू द डेवलपमेंट फेज. फिर आपको डेवलपमेंट में, नाउ यू गो इन द डेवलपमेंट एंड सी हियर 4 टास्क है. एनी पॉलिसीज हियर? नो पॉलिसीज एज ऑफ नाउ. किसी ने यहाँ पे पॉलिसी डिफाइन नहीं है, तो यू हैव टू कंप्लीट दिस 4 लेवल्स एज वेल, 4 टास्क वन बाय वन. Cannot update state of the approval task. It's approval task, so you have to go and approve it. Okay. This is the another high level part. Then product feature. This is what we just are doing now. And if you want to create a change request, you can create a change as well here. And this will take you that part. Why don't have access for? Oh. Maybe some other rule are required, but I already have a rule for this one. So I can create a change as well here. Now let me come to the next step. Release readiness target. मतलब क्या है इसका, कि मेरा रिलीज कब तक रेडी हो जाएगा. So this is kind of a calendar format, I can say. You can create your own release readiness target. मीटिंग जैसे कहना मंथली मीटिंग्स, आई सेड ओके LNG पाठशाला रिलीज अगस्त, और डेट कब से शुरू है? वो शुरू है आज से और रीअकरिंग है. इसको डेली करते हैं. नहीं, एवरी 1 वीक है. अच्छा, एवरी 1 वीक है इसका रेडनेस, कि आप हफ्ते में या महीने में सिर्फ 1 या 2 बार ही मिलेंगे. मैंने कहा ठीक है, ओके, आई स्टार्ट विद दिस, और इट विल बी एंडिंग ऑन द नॉट 25th ऑफ जुलाई. ठीक है. रिलीज रेडनेस आगे सेट एवरी दिस एंड दिस. अब कंफर्म का बटन क्यों नहीं आ रहा? अच्छा रुको, जून, हाँ तो ठीक है ना. Why it's not showing confirm button to me? अरे यार क्या प्रॉब्लम है ये. This is all exploring part I'm doing as of now. Starting date is अच्छा ओके. बट स्टार्ट डेट तो अपडेट हो रही है ना. हाँ मैंने थर्सडे रखा है जान के, बट इट शुड नॉट बी. नहीं, I have to be see why it's not be working. Again, it's a new product, so need to be do lot of exploration part here. We can create our release readiness target here, and then we can go to the release admin part.
Atul, abhi so most of the companies would be using the
Old release management.
Old release management.
Yes.
So it will eventually take couple of maybe what do you say, like 6 months, 7 months, or maybe after
yes,
a year.
It will take that much time. The only thing is that why I want to introduce this, because as per the now learning perspective, release management is not available now. It's going to be sunset, that they confirm, and introducing this DPR as a product here. So at least not much, but we should know this thing little bit. So a lot of hiccups are there. जैसे वो नहीं समझ में आ रहा कि वो कंफर्म क्यों नहीं हो रहा. Maybe I'm doing something wrong on my release part only. Now I have a release template. Let me say I want to create my new release template. Release template name LNG major release. Release type major. And I'll copy this thing. This is what I like here because इसमें ना आपका सारा फॉर्मेट बन के आ जाता है. Nothing to be worried. If after 6 months I want to go for a major release, I can use the same template. So it says how you want to proceed it. You want to go for a timeline or you want to go on the stage oriented. I said I want to go for a timeline basis. Okay, no problem. मतलब इंटरफेस ही और कुछ नहीं है. Now in this particular part, you want to add a phases. Yes, phase 1 requirement, duration 10 days, description get requirement. Okay, किस फेज में जाएगा ये? सॉरी select phase requirement में जाएगा. Okay, add a new phase. रिक्वायरमेंट के बाद जाएगा मेरा प्लान. प्लानिंग के लिए जाएंगे 20 days. Readiness target for the release phase. I said it will be covering in the प्लानिंग फेज में जाएगा ये. ओके, लेट्स से ये 2 फेज मैंने ऐड कर दिए. नाउ इन दिस 2 phases आई मे हैव टास्क एज वेल. भाई तभी तो टेम्पलेट बनेगा ना. रिक्वायरमेंट गैदरिंग गेट एज इज डॉक्स. अप्रूवल चाहिए इसके लिए? नहीं, अप्रूवल नहीं चाहिए इसके लिए. ओके, ठीक है. टास्क नेम को टास्क, हाँ, रीड ऑल एज इज. अप्रूवल चाहिए? नहीं, क्योंकि इसमें अप्रूवल का कोई काम ही नहीं है. एंड सेव. ठीक, ऐड अनदर टास्क गेट टू बी डिजाइन. अप्रूवल चाहिए? यस, आई नीड अप्रूवल. किस ग्रुप से चाहिए? आई नीड अप्रूवल फ्रॉम द प्रोडक्ट ऑनर अप्रूवल. अब देखो ये भी ऑटोमेटिक आ रहा है बिकॉज दे नो दैट आई नीड फॉर द टू बी, आई नीड दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टेप ओनली. Save. So I can create multiple tasks in this particular domain and mark as a complete. And now policies. This is a very much another important point. What it says, ServiceNow provide at least 10 to 12 policies out of the box. I'll show you what does this mean. I said I will move to the next phase only when my all approvals are get approved or task this thing completed. I said I will move if my all approval tasks are complete. 10 में से 8 होंगे तो चलेगा. But for that I have to do the customization. So I said until unless my all tasks completed and my approval on the place, I can't move forward. Okay. ये 2 मेरी requirements हो गई. And map policies here. वो अप्रूवल की पॉलिसीज थी, ये टास्क की पॉलिसीज है. रुको मैं इसको चेंज करते हैं. टास्क, हाँ, इसमें रिक्वायरमेंट है ना. हाँ, ये 1 फॉर द टास्क. अरे दोनों में सेम रख दिया क्या? लेट मी चेंज इट. एंड 1 फॉर द अप्रूवल. ये वाला. And mark as a complete. You want to publish it? Yes, I want to publish it. मेरा एक रिलीज टेम्पलेट बन गया जिसमें 2 फेज हैं टोटल. रिक्वायरमेंट और प्लानिंग. उसमें 3 टास्क हैं टोटल. 2 प्लान के टास्क हैं, एक रिक्वायरमेंट का टास्क है और 2 पॉलिसीज हैं इसमें. See, your work is now a lot of easy. आपको कैलकुलेशन करने की जरूरत नहीं है, 30 डेज की जरूरत नहीं है करने की कि कब 30 डेज होंगे मेरे, वो सब प्लान, दिस इज ऑल कमिंग इन द माय टेम्पलेट ओनली. If you manage this release template, click here. Even though we can't make a change now because it's already saved, but you can see here. ठीक. Now I'll go to the next part, policy admin. किस किस का अप्रूवल जाना चाहिए, that we have to be showed. So as I said that there are only 10 policies. This is the reason that only these 10 are the inactive state. These 2 are the active. So we select this particular part. So if I make this as an active, इसमें क्या है, integration should be done, no critical vulnerability should be there, all plan stories will be completed. ये policies है मेरी. In the planning phase, if my stories are not completed, please don't proceed further. So this is given by service out of the box. Boss, this is a policy. In the change as well, in the DevOps as well, these policies work actually. If you want, you can use this particular part. So you can see the variable definitions, templates, my tags, categories, all the things you can see here. And last, the tooling part, which we say for the DevOps perspective. You can add your Jenkins, Jira, everything, because yesterday I was trying something. So these tools are appearing for me here. And then we can do this particular part. Now, if I go back to my release, give a release. Now, if I click a new release, let's say LNG release 2.0 on the product, LNG Pathshala on the version, doc template. I want to use my own template. Because हमने अब तक readiness target नहीं बनाया, वो में confirm date नहीं problem आता. Otherwise, we can see our data also here and confirm. See, इसने बना दिया पूरा plan मेरे लिए. This is my release overview. This is my details. This is my quality. Nothing has been configured here. So you can see this part here. This is what the overall picture of the DPR here. And this conclude our release management part as well. Something new for us, because this is not it is not available as of now anywhere. A demo has been given, a product has been released, service now docs has been done for this particular part, but not available in the market for this thing. Also, this DPR is only available with the ITSM Pro, not as a standard one. So this can be one of the reasons. But on the PDA, you can install this thing and you can do your work. Okay. Doubt, question, clarification.
Right. What is ITSM Pro?
So there are the ServiceNow release the or ServiceNow sell the product in the different format. You use Amazon or Flipkart or Netflix.
Yes.
Right? There is a concept Amazon Prime as well.
Yeah.
That is what is ITSM Pro. More feature, more benefits in that particular part, but you have to pay for the same. Prime is not free. If you take a Prime, Amazon Prime, next day delivery, audios, videos, songs, replacement, refund, everything is available. For me, I don't have an Amazon Prime. Standard delivery, 5 days or 3 days or 2 days or 10 days will be there. So ServiceNow sell standard, pro and enterprise. So this is DPR is a part of the pro only. ठीक है जी, clear हुआ concept. So this is what?
Just slide it. So just show me the slide where yeah. This is
the old release management. Don't worry about this thing. This is not in the picture. That is the reason I mainly concentrate on the DPR today. कि जो latest है हम वो discuss करते हैं. Which is going to be sunset. Why want to be discuss that?
But in interview they will be asking you about the previous.
You can say In the interview, you can say the release management v2.0 is going to be out now. We are having a DPR. And you will not believe this DPR service now is using in the CSGM 5.0 as well, which I saw in the knowledge this time. This is what it's coming. Release 5.0, CMDB release v5.0 is coming now. Not coming, but it's a draft state. Where ServiceNow is using this DPR in the this thing here, applications, business applications area, design part में है. और वहाँ पे पूरा feature use हो रहा है. Go for the latest now. अगर
okay,
हाँ, go ahead.
अगर what are the relevant like मतलब आपको क्या difference लगा basically the old and the new version? What did you find?
The best or the biggest difference is that interface. Earlier release management was not up to the mark, but it is coming with a more secure, more visibility, more integrated format. Single place and number one bar. Number two, I can get my own templates as well. Number three, I can put my policies as well. Everything in a one go. ये पहले नहीं था, V2 में नहीं था कुछ भी.
Okay.
I have a video on the release V2 as well on my YouTube channel. Standard video है, standalone video है. And I clearly say that there was no validation as well in that particular part, which I don't like in the service now. But this is more mature. Definitely, it's a new hiccups are there, loopholes are there, but still, team is working. And it has the integration with the DevOps as well. पिछले वाला नहीं था DevOps के साथ.
अच्छा, इससे पहले DevOps इस पे ServiceNow में DevOps functional flow नहीं था.
Functional क्या चीज?
ये आप जो DevOps का बता रहे हो, so DevOps feature was started with this Washington DC in release.
No. It was there. Actually, in ServiceNow, DevOps is not the right word. We call it as a DevOps change velocity. Is the product they launch it.
Okay.
They say that you can link your release and change with the DevOps functionality. हाँ ये concept, but it has been renamed, rebranded and refurbished with the more best features, and that is called the DevOps change velocity. And now they're using the DevOps in the release management as well. If you remember in the CMDB, we have a build domain as well. And in the build, they are saying SDLC component. In the 5.0, they have clearly see. If I show this picture, CSGM 5.0, if I get something. हाँ देखो ये रहा. Wait, let me show you on my screen. एक मिनट रुको, मैं screen stop sharing करता हूँ, and then I'll open it. Let me share it again now.
So Atul, once this product is released, it will be added to the offerings. That
Yes.
is how DevOps come to the picture.
Of service offering you are saying?
Yes.
No. ये तो पहले ही हो जाएगा. When if you see this particular part, when we requested a new product, हमने जब रिलीज क्रिएट किया, हमने प्रोडक्ट बनाया था, राइट? सबसे पहले.
Yes, correct.
That go in the product model and go in the your CSGM services as well.
Okay.
That is what I'm saying. Download this particular your plugin in your system, create a new product, और जाके देखो कि प्रोडक्ट कहाँ बना CSGM में, किस टेबल में बना, बिजनेस सर्विसेज बना है, एप्लीकेशन सर्विस बना है, या सर्विस ऑफरिंग बना है, कहाँ बना है वो.
Okay.
चीज देखो ये है 5.0. तो in the 5.0 they bring complete DevOps as a picture here. पहले नहीं था, 4.0 में ये नहीं था, but 5.0 में it is there, DevOps change. देखो ये DPR, digital product. So they are bringing this in the picture now. So this DPR is using this DevOps part, because in the DPR also we have a DevOps, and that is the concept of the DevOps change velocity only. ठीक है जी, क्लियर हो गया?
Atul, how did you access this in the workspace DPR?
You have to be installed that plugin.
Once you install the plugin, it will automatically it will be visible.
Yes, it will be automatically visible.
But you have to give the role.
हाँ, वो उस पे एडमिन को वर्कस्पेस का रोल तो है, बट इफ यू वांट टू डू समथिंग मोर इन द प्रोडक्ट पर्सपेक्टिव, देन यू टू गिव द प्रोडक्ट रोल्स, बट यू कैन सी इट.
Okay, I'll check that. It did appear
Yes,
for me,
please.
but I'll check that.
Yep, you can watch my separate video as well on the DPR. Even though there's nothing change which I told you now, it's almost similar. But if you want, you can go and watch that videos as well for the deep dive, little bit more. ठीक है? Now we are moving to the next concept. The last major topic of our ITSM training. ठीक है? We did everything now. हमने इंसिडेंट देखा, प्रॉब्लम देखा, चेंज देख लिया, रिलीज हो गया, नॉलेज हो गया. But what about my end users who are going to be order something and getting something? Anish logged into the Myntra.com, saw a product, ordered it, and he received it. He did not like that product. He raised a request to refund and return. Now, in this particular concept, this is called service catalog and request management. People say it's a request management. No, it's not a request management. It is a catalog and request management, because in this particular part, I'm giving an option to my user to go and check the catalog and then order something from there. When you go to restaurant, we get a catalogs menu card. In that menu card, you order an item. आप कभी ये तो नहीं कहते ना कि भैया सूप ले आओ. I need only tomato soup. Tomato soup is my item. Or you order the soup category. We never order the soup category. That is the reason it is called service catalog and request management. Then once you say bring a soup, that request has been taken, it will go to the chef. Chef will prepare that part and then it will bring it to by waiter to you. You eat, you drink it, or you have it, then you pay the bill for it. This is what is called the request management. पूरा workflow है पीछे, पूरा flow है पीछे. And we need to understand that particular flow. For this particular part, we are going to be use our service portal. यहाँ पे we'll order something and we'll see how it's working in the background. So it says, number one, it is a operate IT services. Why operate? Because it is a day-to-day operations. रोज तो ऑर्डर हो ही रहा, कुछ ना कुछ ऑर्डर होगा ही होगा, चलता रहेगा, तो वो सब चीज है. ठीक है. How this has been related? Let me go to slideshow. ठीक है. This one. Service catalog and request management. I am a user and I'm using this particular part. This is mainly used by the end users, not by the fulfillers. End user. अब आप Amazon, Myntra, Flipkart किसी भी order करें, then you are the end user. In this SC and RM, I have a standard changes. हमने देखा था ना कल कि स्टैंडर्ड में रेज कर सकता हूं क्योंकि वहां पर एक कैटलॉग बना हुआ है उसका. इंसिडेंट से कैसे रिलेटेड है? बिकॉज ऑन दिस पर्टिकुलर पार्ट आई हैव अ रिकॉर्ड प्रोड्यूसर. Remember the concept of the record producer in the incident management. Same concept applicable here. On this particular part, I am offering it. Service offering. कि मैं क्या क्या services provide करता हूँ. Training, consulting, documentation, guidance, motivation, career guidance, career things, everything I provide here.
अतुल सर थोड़ा सा just highlight. I'm missing out like record producer and service catalog में क्या difference है?
Record producer is also one of the catalog. Okay, record producer is mainly when we use to create a incident. Service catalog तो बहुत बड़ी बात है. Now I give you a simple example. You go to a restaurant. ठीक है? In the restaurant you get a menu card. And in that menu card you have a different categories. Starter, drinks, soft drinks, hard drinks, soup, curries, roti or I can say the baskets, rice, raita, desserts, fruits. And at last they mention if any allergy, if any concern, if any issue, please let us know. जो लास्ट में लिखा है ना वो रिकॉर्ड प्रोड्यूसर है अगर आपको इंसिडेंट रेज करना है. बट एवरीथिंग हैज बीन सेटल्ड इन द कैटलॉग ओनली. रिकॉर्ड प्रोड्यूसर इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ कैटलॉग आइटम जिसको आप ऑर्डर करते हो. बट वो मेंशन कहीं ना कहीं मेरे पोर्टल पे ही होती है. ये टर्म का नाम है. दैट इज आई सेड आई गिव यू होमवर्क. रीड अबाउट डिफरेंस बिटवीन कैटलॉग आइटम एंड द रिकॉर्ड प्रोड्यूसर. क्या डिफरेंस है दोनों में ये आपको पता होगा. दैट विल बी इजी एंड इट इज अ फंडामेंटल डिफरेंस. ठीक है. देन with the help of the release we're updating our release catalogs. नए products add हो रहे हैं. In the service catalog a user can use the knowledge management as well, content item, and at last with this catalog we can update and create our new CIs as well. This thing we can do this particular part. Okay, so this is the way that this catalog management, service catalog and request management has been linked with the different what I can say module as well. Now what is the major difference? What is the major thing? Let me go and slide show. ये देखो. When you order something, you do the carting part. You like a product, you put in the cart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. And once you convert that cart stuff into the order by paying the bill amount, it become a request. Did you get the order number in the cart part? कभी भी नहीं. Once you pay the bill, only then the order number gets generated. ये वाला पार्ट यहां से सारा पार्ट done by the end user, people like you, me. ये वाला पार्ट done by the system and the fulfiller groups. कि क्या पैक करना है, क्या नहीं चाहिए उसको, क्या उसका रिक्वायरमेंट है, एवरीथिंग. That is the reason it is called service catalog and request management. यहां पर ये दोनों को कंबाइन करके बनता है. In this, we have a catalog task on which your fulfiller group is going to be work. Anish put an order of iPhone on the Amazon or the Myntra website. Anish get an email as soon as he done the payment. Thank you so much for your order. Your order will be processed and delivered in next 5 days. After 1 day, Anish get an email and the SMS. The order has been picked up and going for the packaging now. After one day, and you got another message. Packing has been done, ready for the courier or the dispatch. वो यहाँ पर ऐसा टास्क बनते हैं मेरे. And again in this request management, flows and workflows are playing vital role. उनके बिना यहाँ काम नहीं चलता. They are the key here. यहां पर की है ये फ्लोज. अगर फ्लो नहीं होंगे तो काम नहीं होगा मेरा. ठीक है, क्लियर हुआ यहां तक बात? बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग?
Yes.
Good. Yes, we will proceed tomorrow on this particular part. ठीक है, because this is the last one. It will take another 3 days for us. So Friday, Monday and Tuesday it will be go for request management. We will see that how it work on the service portal. From the service portal, how I can use or create the catalog items, what components are there, everything we will see. ठीक है जी. Any last question before I close the recording for today? Okay, let me stop recording.